Doug Hill, your team 3-0 now in the Western Athletic Conference, a nice road trip, Chicago State and Houston Baptist. Tell me, are you impressed with your team?
I like the way we're playing, and I like that we picked up 2 wins on the road. You got to win the winnable games in the conference, and we thought those were winnable, and the best thing is we put it together. The second game is a little tougher than the first, but it was a good start to the first road trip in conference play. Went up to Chicago. They moved the game time to 1. It was a nice field. It was a turf field. We didn't get to play in the stadium up at where the Chicago Red Stars play, but it was a nice field, and we opened up the scoring late in the half. I think Tristan passed the ball to Lathan. Lathan touched it in, and then kind of reversed. Tristan got 2 next goals. Luke sent the one into the open space. Tristan did a nice job dribbling, finding the opening, hit a really nice shot low into the corner. Got the 3rd goal. Then I was able to put some players in, and Lathan tucked another one away and got players that never seen the field a lot of minutes this time.
That's always helpful when you get those players more experience out there. And then you go down to Houston Baptist, and Tristan Traeger strikes again, Offensive Player of the Week in the WAC.
Yeah, and we played him the whole match. We needed it. We went down early in the match. We weren't ready for the speed of play and the countering attack. Houston Baptist tucked a nice goal in. Of course, we looked at the tape and said defensively we can do better. But we also had to adjust our game plan a little bit. They were sitting in, so it was difficult to get in behind them. But London was pushing up, and he was assisting on both those goals. So it was really nice that Tristan tucked one away off of Mike Nexu's pass, and then at the very end, a freshman first goal of the season, Kobe Stoop, and the smile on his face was great to see. But I think he scored in the 83rd minute and then wrote it out. But we were attacking a lot, but there wasn't a lot of space. So the objective is still to be more clinical in the box. We got plenty of shots this weekend. I think we had like 25 in the first match and 20 in the second. Against these good teams that we're playing next week, you're not going to get 20. So you got to be clinical, and you got to put probably out of every 7 chances, you better tuck one of them away, because you may not get up to 15 or 16 shots.
That's for sure. I think key to your team, though, is London Agedu, who plays so well in the midfield, and you said push things against Houston Baptist when you needed it to happen. What does he mean to your team?
Yeah, London can break lines, so it unbalances the defense. So when a midfielder breaks through, or even when he was center back and he broke through, the next set of line of defense has to step up. That, when they step up, there's leaving options open so we can kind of slip balls in behind. Late in the game, they were sitting in, they were back in the 18, and we're like, how are we going to break through? Well, London kept pushing the game and pushing, stepping up through. And then you got the quality finishing of Tristan that can put a lot of balls away, and he gets into good spots, and he has that step that he can get away from a defender and hit a quality shot. So I think this week we're still working on clinical finishing, knowing that we may not get that many. Rio Grande's a very good team. They're 2-0 in the conference. They actually sat out on Friday. They were lightning delayed, and then they canceled the game against UVU. So they're one less. I don't know if they're going to make it up or not, but that doesn't matter to us. What matters is we're playing at home, and we got to show at home.
You mentioned UTRGV will be Friday, Incarnate Word on Sunday. You talked about winning winnable games. These may be a little less a possibility of winning, but being at home, how much does that help?
Yeah, they're competitive games. They're going to be competitive. I know we're going to give them a run. We play well at home. We proved that against San Jose, which was, San Jose came in with 12 seniors. I don't think Rio Grande Valley lost many players, and neither did Incarnate Word. So they're mature teams, some good foreign players, some experience. But I like the way we're counterattacking. I like the way we're possessing a little bit more. We're finding the rhythm, and the time to do that is the conference. We dropped some early non-conference games that were winnable, and we didn't win. Now we're winning the winnable game, so we need to continue that.
Hopefully you keep it alive. 3-0 in the Western Athletic Conference. Doug Hill, thanks for the time.
All right, thanks, Brian.